Tonight, the 7 Action News investigators examine what Robert Ficano promised and what he actually did.
You know, after that severance scandal 18 months ago, you might remember he made a lot of apologies. Well, after you see what we're exposing tonight, well, maybe it's time for another.
Ross, I'm asking you politely. I'm done.
Okay.
I got an event.
Well, we've got the questions. It's not unlike Robert Ficano to dodge our cameras, but tonight it's his own words that he's running from. Soon after we exposed the severance scandal surrounding former county appointee Turkia Mullen, Ficano said one of the first orders of business would be ending a lucrative perk. It paid him and about 200 other appointees $5 for every $1 they put towards their 401k, up to 3% of their salary. They call it the 5-to-1 plan, and it was unheard of even in the private sector.
Counties and states are squeezing every penny they can to get 5-to-1 matches. It's just irresponsible.
And once that perk and others became news stories, Ficano scrambled to put out the fire.
We're making an announcement that I sent a letter to the retirement board to cut down the package for the 401k.
Pretty clear, right? He even issued this press release saying the perk should be cut down to a 1-to-1 match and that pricey benefits can no longer be justified in the economic times we find ourselves in. Well, apparently times have changed because 1 year, 6 months, and 5 days since Ficano said he'd end the perk, he hasn't changed a thing. Each month, his and his appointees' 401ks get fatter, and the county's troubles get deeper. The county's new jail, already $20 million over budget and counting. Cuts to the prosecutor's office are letting accused criminals off the hook, and county custodians like Anthony Garner have been on temporary layoff for the last year and a half. It doesn't feel so temporary anymore.
Nieces and nephews' birthdays coming up, you have nothing to give them. You can't go to functions because you have nothing to wear. You have nothing to give.
Ficano ignored our request for an interview on the perk, but maybe he's been really busy. Check out his recent Facebook pictures. That's him at opening day. There he is before a game of bingo at a senior center. And last Friday in Wyandotte, that's him in a ribbon cutting at a new bridal shop. So last Saturday, to accommodate his busy schedule, we caught up with him on his way into a health fair. You said you were ending the 5-to-1 match. You never did. Why?
Absolutely right. Misstated. We wanted to make sure that we could change the whole retirement package.
So try to follow along with this. Unlike 2011 Ficano, who wanted to end the perk, 2013 Ficano says he wants to keep it going until he can change retirement benefits throughout the county. In other words, he'll let his and his appointees' 401ks continue to grow while he tries to shrink retirement costs countywide.
When I looked at it, I thought it would be the only thing that we needed to change. I realized that the county had its most difficulty with the pensions, so we wanted to reform all of it at the same time.
What he doesn't mention, though, is that no one's made more off 5-to-1 than him. He tops the list of 1,700 county employees, more than $464,000 in county contributions alone. In fact, some of the highest earners are Ficano's own appointees. And more than a year ago, the county's retirement board told him that for those 200 or so, he could kill the 5-to-1 match anytime he wants. You can change 200 of them right now.
We want to make it across the board because the 200 are the only ones taking the 10% pay cut right now.
He's lying.
Ficano should know better than to say that, says Union President Joyce Ivory. She and about 1,500 county employees are stomaching 10% cuts. Hopefully that's not news to the man who put them into place.
My members lost homes, cars, everything.
So now, 553 days since he said he'd kill the 5-to-1 perk, the cost to this broke county continues to climb. By our estimate, about $2 million more than if Ficano had cut it down like he'd promised. For him, it means another $25,000 lining his 401k. The same cost of that job Anthony lost.
Hopefully I'll get called back to work, but it's getting close to the edge. You know, truthfully, it's getting close to the edge.
And if you're wondering, Oakland County, which is in far better financial shape than Wayne, offers a match of only $2 or $3 for every $1 an employee puts up. Macomb County officials say they're phasing out more costly pension programs following Oakland's model. I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.